This first guest became a legend in the world of Australian rock as lead singer for the Angels, who was so popular they appeared on a postage stamp that is sadly no longer available. Are we ever going to lick the back of his head again? Please welcome Neeson. There is a big song that they had in Australia called Am I Ever Going to See Your Face Again?
Yeah.
You say it. We're on television, people.
Can Doc sing to us?
Great.
Okay. We all know what to say, right?
Yeah.
Am I ever going to see your face again? No way!
You don't normally do that on a day-to-day interaction.
No, I
level.
don't normally, but you should have seen it. One just coming up to Christmas of 1999, I initiated a concert for the troops in East Timor.
Right.
And I got Kylie on board and John Farnham and The Living End. And so that was our final song. As we got to the end of the song, John Farnham decided to switch things around, and he got the soldiers to sing at the band, and they sang, Am I Ever Going to See Your Face Again? And we all had to sing back the chorus. And Kylie only comes up. I had to get down on my knees to come up to head height with her. She's really petite. And I thought, I wonder what she sounds like with something like this. So I got over beside her.
Hang on. We can do this because I'm about Kylie's height.
Well, let's stand up for a sec to show how tall. She was in her shorts, and I was down here with my
Hang on.
gear on.
Shoes off.
Yeah, shoes off.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, on three, you guys have to sing it, and then we have to respond. Okay, so on three, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Am I ever going to see your face again?
No way, get. She was game and she was sweet, and she made the time to go out there and play to the troops. It was great.
Oh, God bless her. And that was post-Michael too, so she knew what she was saying.
Yes, I did. I took a band to the Middle East in about August of '08. We were being taken around the Middle East in a Hercules. The size is about the inside of, I don't know, maybe 3 semi-trailers. And we're flying to a place called Tarankout, which is where we've lost, I think, 7 or 8 Australian soldiers. It's really a Taliban stronghold. And we'd been told about, among other things, that we might get shot at by a ground-to-air missile. So we're coming towards Tarankout, and the pilot suddenly came on and said, make sure your seatbelts are tightly fastened because we have a lock-on. A lock-on meant that they had fired a rocket at us, and it had locked onto the heat coming from the plane's engines. And then he said, OK, I'm going to release the flares. So what that's about is the pilot releases some heat flares, which is supposed to distract the missile, and it goes off after that and leaves us alone.
I'm pretty sure if there was a missile fired at me, I would have spontaneously released a heat flare.
And then God, I don't remember eating corn.
Well, I tell you, there was probably a lot of corn on the move. And so the pilot says, after a few moments, it didn't take the flares. It's still following us. So I'm going to have to take evasive action. And he starts.
What were you thinking at that point? Was it just a whole lot of...
Shit. And so this thing, I'm going to have to take evasive action. So all of a sudden, you know, there's this heavy Hercules thing, which more or less is like, as I said, a semi-trailer just lumbering through the sky. And all of a sudden, the pilot starts taking this thing like it's an aerobatic thing and throws it all over the place.
Oh,
and you know, and we're all going, shit, I hope he's a good pilot. And, you know, he'd done a lot of this kind of stuff, and he came back on all the time. He's very calm when he speaks. And he said, I haven't thrown it off the trail yet. I'll have to do something radical. So hold on tight. And he's just talking like that. What if he's going like this, and then all of a sudden he goes... And he had let the missile come up to the halfway up the fuselage of the aircraft. And if you want to know, that's about where I was sitting on the inside of the aircraft. Truly. And so the missile just passed underneath the aircraft and away out into the blue yonder. But that meant that, you know, it was about maybe as far as you or I are away from going into the engine and blowing us away.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I just turned torn thinking about it.
Yeah, and then he came, you know, back on course. Said it's gone.
You'll be taking your lyrics from Death of a Blue-Eyed Soul Brother by B.B. Johnson. There's your book, those are your songs. Ladies and gentlemen, Doc Neeson. Song 1, please.
Song 1.
Out loud, love.
The buzz popped on both sides of my jaw like light matches, encased in a drum of flesh. A pair of ribs one side, down on the left side. She's folded faster than a cheap accordion. At a mafia picnic, something hot was pushing one eyeball back into my brain.
Yes?
She keeps no
Okay.
She keeps no secrets from you.
Yes, it was No Secrets by the Angels.
I recognized two dark, slender bodies, a high karate chop round about knee high. Took care quickly of the other one. Then I heard soft, frightened sobs. Quickly calculating.
I'm so close.
Anyone? Anyone?
I'm so close to it.
It's Bob Dylan, Just Like a Woman.
Of course.
Final song, please, Doc.
I fought it away. Out there it was staring at me. Could this great hunk of girlhood be the moving power behind this sinister gathering? How I wonder would I feel if she proved to be the brains behind this pulling of the trigger.
Yes.
Down on the corner.
Down on the corner, Creedence Clearwater Revival. I only read something about the Angels on your trip to America that I want to confirm with you. But you were booked to support Ray Davies from the Kinks.
When the Angels were touring the States in '83, yeah.
Yeah. Is it true that he took you off as the support act because you were so good he couldn't follow you?
Something really unusual happened is that the support band started getting encores, being us. And Ray had been getting scared about the applause that we were getting as a support act, and so he started putting tape on the stage to say I couldn't go past that piece of tape. You know, I used to jump into the audience and hold the mic there for them to sing along. I mean, they didn't know the answer to "Am I ever going to see your face again?" But they still loved the involvement. And so after I wouldn't sort of stay still, he started cutting the lights on us. We had the lights cut by half. We were still getting encores. And then he cut the sound down to the stadium. And the last gig was supposed to be at Madison Square Gardens. We knew there was a lot of important people there, and we thought that gig was going to be, you know, kind of, in a way, take us onto a whole new level of touring the States. And the night before the gig, we were in Columbus, Ohio, and the word came through that we'd been kicked off the tour.
They wearing more paint the walls. Described it clearly, but the sky began to fall. Am I ever gonna see your face again? Am I ever gonna see your face again? Without you near me, I've got no place to go. Way down the bar, holding you my choke. Am I ever gonna see your face again? Am I ever gonna see your face again?